Flash floods, thunderstorms, hyper supply, and price cuts is what's gonna happen in this video. We are going to work our brains out for you guys. We're gonna still go to Alabama. Unfortunately, we got some weather reports, you guys, that it is just basically tornado warning, so we're gonna go through that. We're still gonna do it. I don't think we're gonna be able to do the drone, but we will work hard for you guys. And Melody, can you explain why we're doing this?
Well, because we've heard a lot about Huntsville and we've heard a lot about the overbuilding there, and it is just that important to us. So we're going to brave the elements, guys, to bring you the facts on the ground however we can do it.
I'm really looking forward to this. Sit tight. Okay, we just got to the Townsend farm subdivision, and what we're gonna do is use the GoPro and drive around and basically show you guys how much is left to complete here. And it's also saying that this is a Thrive, potentially a Thrive subdivision, not 100% sure. I'm gonna show you guys the signage, but take a look at how much is left here remaining. And unfortunately, guys, I'm not gonna be able to throw up the drone because there is only a light sprinkle, but take a look at the Thrive sign right there so you know where we're at, just to verify where we're at. And I'm gonna give you guys a view of what we're seeing right now because it is quite shocking. And I wanna say before I turn this camera around that we've passed an area where there was about 3 giant clusters of apartment building and build to own, tiny houses, communities, just to get here. So, and that was overwhelming as well because it was just all being built. But take a look at this, guys. I'm gonna drive up here and I want you to think about how much is left here, how much planning is left here, and ask yourself, why? Who's gonna buy this? All right, now take a look at this, okay? And everything you see that has basically a green pipe or utilities is a site. So let's take a look. All right, so the camera got a little bit blasted, but let me point out what's going on right now. So there's probably, we can see maybe about 15 spec homes. I'll try to go over there to show you guys. But do you guys see all the equipment really all over, like right there? So they got a whole bunch more building there. We got another subdivision over there, another subdivision over here as well. We're gonna go down that way. What do you thinking so far, Melody?
This is the kind of site that makes me really worried, Travis. Each one of these empty lots has been financed, you know, with the expectation that they're going to build on it. They're going to sell this lot, or they're going to, you know, build something for someone to rent, probably sell that to an investor. So when you see all of these empty lots, what does that mean? That means, you know, a lot of money has been laid out, but you don't have a lot of takers. And like you were saying, Travis, on the way here, we have not even been here 10 minutes. Every other billboard was about new homes or something supporting those new homes. We already have seen a ton of communities. We're at the first one on our list. We're barely even here, Travis. And I have to be honest, what kind of upsets me about this area, I have a lot of family from this area. I went to undergrad at the University of Alabama, is that you can see the vestiges of poverty that is structural to this area right next to all of this speculation. And it's as if we have not, it's just very symbolic of the fact that we have not addressed the structural poverty issues here, and the speculation has just plopped down on top of it. Very similar in many ways to, you know, this has kind of happened to the South many times before. One was in Reconstruction after the Civil War. So what do I see here? I see probably somebody's bankruptcy is what I see, Travis.
And you know, I mean, why would they want to fix poverty when they could, you know, continue to make millions and millions of dollars? So it stopped raining real quick. I just want to give you guys an idea because some people want to see the style of houses, and I'm at like a bunch of models right here. So I'm going to show you guys right now. So you got this model right here, Stone Builders, it looks like, model house. So you got this one also, this one here as well, that one down there. But again, you know, look at across the street. You have all of this here, there. I mean, where are the takers? Where's the buyers at? Where's the demand at? Where's the lack of supply at? I mean, come on, you guys. I mean, I hope by now we understand that what's going on right now is pure speculation and pure emotion. The sentiment right now is more powerful than fundamentals. And I think we've seen that throughout history. So obviously, model home, Tuesday through Sunday, Stone Martin Builders. Okay, obviously, and I want to show you some of the signage that they are, you know, using to get you to buy right now. Man, I'm getting poured on right now. $20K your way, limited time. So I'm gonna show you some, we've already driven this, and we're gonna show you guys some stuff you're definitely gonna wanna watch out for, so just stay tuned. I'm gonna show you guys one of the things that I learned through Hurricane Harvey in Houston and what you wanna watch out for when it comes to drainage. So, not sure, how this is even possible, being that, well, actually it's not on a slope. This is, keep in mind, this is a brand new, you see this? See all that? Okay, see that? That's not good. That's not what you want to see. And the crazy thing is almost every house on this street, for some reason, has that splash up, and that is staining already, by the way, already staining the brick. I'm gonna cross the street right here to show you as well, because it doesn't have to be a white house to see this. I mean, it's that bad. So here's a brick house right here. Take a look. See that? See that stainage? Horrible, horrible, horrible. So that, that's how we would spot flood houses in Houston, because of that stainage. So I don't see, again, I just don't see how that's even happened. Comment below. I'm going to show you guys a ways up there. I'm going to show you guys the lots, and we'll keep this going. All right, so I'm going to get Melody's 2 cents in a minute here, although she's promised us a quarter. But before, I want to drive you up to the part of the community, which is the entire community, that still has to be constructed. But first, I don't know if they could see here. Let me show you. And oh my gosh, these stains are going up a foot up the brick. Look at this, guys. You see that? So you can kind of see that stain right there going up that brick 1 foot. That's not good, because, obviously you don't want water to come into your house for obvious reasons. I'm going to roll down my window and brave this real quick. And I'm going to cut off the audio so that when it's out the truck, the wind's not going to blow into the mic. But take a look, guys. All this right there. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that you want me to go into that house right there and show you guys what's on the inside. But even though I know you're thinking that, I will say that is private property, and I do not want to incriminate myself as much as I want to go in there. And then let's see here. Looks like, oh, we got storage of materials here. Okay, got all this here. Got a little cul-de-sac right here. Okay, so that's all of the stuff they, still have left to do here in this subdivision. I would say maybe 30-ish. It's hard to say. Maybe 20, 30% of the community is actually built. And it's stained. Every house we're passing on the street almost has, again, those stains going up the wall. What do you think about this subdivision, Melody?
So I think the first thing to note is we're only 4 miles away from the other subdivision, Travis. And again, you see all of these lots that construction hasn't even started. And so the idea, we're far out from Huntsville right now. We're in the exurbs. The idea that you would have all these people move out here and be able to even afford this is just absolute insanity. You lose words. You guys, even with the drone, even with the GoPro, even with the pictures, it's almost unfathomable, what we're seeing, what we're documenting. And, the craziest thing is that so many people, Travis, challenge us and tell us that we're not seeing what we're seeing out here. Guys, there is no lack of inventory. There might be a lack of affordable inventory, but we have overbuilt significantly all across these Sunbelt states and even pockets across the country, as you and I have seen, Travis.
Let's be real here. I mean, they're doing the same thing. The new home builders are doing the same thing that they did during the GFC, only it appears to be even worse. So I asked myself, how are we in this situation again? And, I understand the, narrative, which is the home builders are doing great right now because there's a lack of existing homes. But when I come here and I see this and I see the price cuts, and we have D.R. Horton come out and say the only way we're going to survive basically is price cuts. I mean, it paints a completely different picture than what the mainstream media is telling us. Again, everything's all right. I mean, people are saying we're crazy, that this doesn't exist, that and we show them. And here's why, you guys. And Melanie and I talked about this. We actually listened to a sermon. Who was the preacher?
Stephen Furtick.
Okay, so Furtick? Furtick. I'm with the slow reading group. I mean, she's got that by now on this. But you guys, here's the thing. We're out here fighting for you. Melanie and I are out here fighting for you. But from some people, we are turned into the enemy we become the enemy because of the lack of initiative to handle your insecurities. Not yours specifically that are watching, but people don't want to handle their insecurities, especially investors and realtors. And what's their insecurity? That they're not going to make any more money, that the gig is up, right? That's the insecurity. So again, we're fighting for everyone, you guys. We're fighting for everyone, but half the people are turning us into the enemy as a result of that insecurity. And all we can do is fight even harder and fight even stronger and just continue to get sharper. Would you agree, Melody?
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna move to the next subdivision now, and I'm gonna see if I can sneak to those apartment complexes as well. All right, so we backtracked a little because I wanted to show you guys something that is pretty shocking. So I'm gonna show you guys basically the first build to rent tiny house subdivision that had, oh my gosh, is just littered with stuff. Take a look, guys. Obviously leasing, now leasing right there. Now leasing right there. I'm just gonna walk in here. There's no signs that say I can't. We were on a public street. This is a public street. So, but still though, I don't want the confrontation. Obviously, I did get cussed out and threatened aggressively to leave, but I held my ground. And at the end, the construction manager ran behind a house because of what he did. Dude, this is just dirty, you guys. This is absolute slimy here. Not sure who's gonna wanna rent here. Also notice the splashing up. Do you see how it stains there? Same thing right there. This whole thing, look at this, whole thing, all this, and you see across you have all that. You know, there's no pride of construction here. There's no pride of ownership. It's just, let's get these up and let's make some money. And with these build to rents, they're especially risky because they build almost the entire development before it even starts renting out. So that's gonna be our first one. I'm gonna show you again. I think I did. They still have so much more to go. It's just disgusting. I'm not sure the square footage here, but these are super tiny. All this still, all that. You guys see why I backtracked? I'm gonna go down probably another mile and I'm gonna show you the apartments. You guys, we've been here for 40 minutes.
Hey guys, so I kind of want to show you what I'm talking about in terms of being here in Huntsville, Alabama, you know, where a lot of my family is from, the Alabama area. The South is structurally poor, meaning there's not a lot of industry, not a lot of jobs, a lot of abandoned buildings, a lot of forgotten dreams, put it that way. But what we're seeing right now is rampant speculation being plopped down in the middle of, you know, kind of the nightmares of yesteryear. I just wanted to show you this abandoned building here, which, you know, essentially is right, not even 2 blocks from the new built for rent community. So this is very, you know, symbolic of the South and the fact that you have all of this structural poverty here, and the speculation is just being dropped on top of this structural poverty and kind of, you know, sort of the dreams of days gone by that have been destroyed. And so instead of taking all that money and really revitalizing this area, creating industry, creating jobs so that people can afford all of these new homes that are being built, that's not what happened here, guys. Everyone just dropped, you know, wanted to make a quick buck, wanted to build a quick home, get that cash flow, that passive income. It's just very disappointing, guys, but wanted to give you sort of a visual of the kind of poverty and dilapidation that is here.
We made it to Creek Grove, and before I show you guys what's really going on, I want to show you, again, I keep saying this in these videos, but you want to make sure you know who your neighbors are, because some of these lots could be, again, unrestricted, and they could play music, shine bright lights, wave flags that you don't like. I know this because the same thing happened to me, and they doomed our neighborhood. But take a look, guys. Next to the development are all these older houses right there. And how many of you think that they want this subdivision right next to them? I could pretty much guarantee they do not like that. But take a look, guys. We are in the subdivision. Again, up to $30,000 price cuts. Still have all of this to do. As you can see, right and left, all of this. Okay, question. How many construction crews have you seen so far? I know it's the weekend, so normally they don't do construction on the weekend, but so far my impression is these developers and builders are broke. We passed one development that had only model homes and a whole bunch of like lots, and that tells me that the buying demand is not there. You guys see various things being built here as well. It's available. all this. So we're gonna keep driving up here and we'll report back. All right, and we're still in the same subdivision right now, and I wanna warn you guys a few games that are generally played, but I wanna show you the end of the street first. So more building, 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 spec home. Now, if you're touring a community like this, which by the way is in the middle of nowhere, this reminds me of a Boise, but worse. And then you come to some houses and they have sold signs all over the place. Now, you may be inclined to think that this is selling like hotcakes, but the reality is again, who's gonna wanna live here? Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Sold, that one says sold. This one's sold. That other one is sold up there. See, now here's the problem. We don't know if it's sold because there is no requirement to report the sales data on the MLS. So quite frankly, and what I've tried to show you guys in Texas is a lot of times when you see like back to back sold signs like that, that's just a tactic to convince you now's a good time to buy. See right here as well? Sold. And again, hopefully we want to continue to highlight the problem with the lack of requirement and transparency of data reporting. A common theme in Huntsville next to these masterful subdivisions is infrastructure that is abandoned, like this gas station right here, for example, completely abandoned, and to the left, that manufactured house. So instead of fixing the existing problem again, these guys are gonna continue to line their pockets and keep it going. So you guys, I was bummed because I wanted to show you a whole bunch of apartment building, and we backtracked, showed you the tiny home build to rent community, but we went down the road from the last subdivision and I found you guys massive apartment buildings as well that are still being worked on. They're not even done yet. Take a look, guys. Huge. It goes down all down there. You see it's all open. The doors are off. You can see through there as well, and it wraps around that way. I'm gonna walk through here real quick because we're doing boots on the ground, and I have boots. Oh my gosh, this was a bad idea. I'm sinking in this about 2 inches just to get the shot. The drainage is not, oh my gosh, the drainage is not good out here. But just want to give you guys a little bit of a wrap around just to show you the, oh my gosh, just to show you, just to show you what's going on here. It's not good. It's not good. Man, they got a lot of money. Just, I can't believe how much money they pour into this. Again, without a single unit being rented. Okay, so there's over there. But I'm gonna show you this next little section. Get an idea how big this is. Here's the neighbors. How many of you guys think these neighbors right here? Okay, you guys think those neighbors are happy about this? I don't think so. So take a look. It goes all the way through there, and there's like another section and then another section. So we're just trying to capture as much as we can in the Huntsville area without the drone. The treasures keep adding up here in Huntsville. So real quick, across the street right there is a new home development. That way is a new home development, but that's not why I pulled over and stopped. We cannot get to the other communities. We're running out of time. Everything is all muddy, but I wanted to show you guys this real quick. So just back to the same old thing. Let the old stuff rot and let's just keep building new stuff and just continue the problem. This right here, you guys, behind me is a strip mall that is completely abandoned. An entire strip mall that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like 12 units, completely shut down. Ooh, actually, the garage is open. Kind of want to. Nah, Melody, I don't want to leave Melody alone, but that garage is open. I'd like to go into it to see the damage, but I'm not. Anyways, guys, all abandoned right there. You can see that's open. So I'm sure having it open like that, I'm sure it's great for the condition of the property. No harm in leaving it completely open, you know? Anyways, Huntsville is something else. Let's move on. All right, we have made it to the fourth subdivision and our first luxury subdivision. As you can see here, this is Stone Martin Builders. A better way to build, okay, Anderson Place. So I wanted to show you guys, you know, their better way to build. And I want you to know, I'm not in construction. I don't want anyone to poop themselves like I'm used to with these developers. But let me show you the luxury. Again, I'm not in construction, but I'm pretty sure that all this water right here And all this water right here, oh my God, look at that. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be that way. Pretty sure the water's not supposed to sit in the lot. And then look at these. I think these, you know, maybe it's good, maybe it's not. But this is luxury right here as well. You guys see, it kind of goes up all the way over there. You know, it goes up all the way. It looks like there's some lots right there. It goes up all the, how are you guys doing? Anyways, so it's not the biggest subdivision. I think the price points is 600,000 to 800,000. The grading though, my gosh. Look at this. So, you know, I think this is, you know, the part of the video where I emphasize the importance of getting several inspections at various stages of construction, whether it's, you know, whether it's a luxury or not. I mean, I'm going to show you guys up here because I'm not, oh my gosh, I'm not 100% sure what this is, and maybe you guys can comment, but it looks like they put some type of special dirt down before the foundation is poured. Take a look. See that? So I'm not sure what that is. Comment below if you know what that is. They may put that dirt down before the slabs. I think, I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure that's something that they're doing to, again, maybe an extra layer of protection for settling. My boots are full of mud now, so I can't wait to, oh gosh. Can't wait to get back in my truck with muddy boots. It's one of my favorite things to do, actually. We're gonna move on to the 5th subdivision in Huntsville now. We are at the Franklin, and I'm gonna show you out the window real quick. Then I'm gonna jump out of the truck. It's just raining just enough to where I can't fly the drone. Take a look, guys. Got a lot more to do here. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm gonna get out and walk this real quick, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this one's way out here, and there are several subdivisions that we passed on the way here, also several 2-lane highways. I mean, this is like something out of Deliverance. I mean, literally, this is out here by itself. Maybe not the Deliverance. Don't watch that movie if you haven't seen it, by the way. It's really wicked. Really wicked. But let me show you. Oh my gosh, that looks nasty in there, man. So they're pouring foundations though. I see the foundation. All right, let me walk this real quick. So there's several spec houses here, and actually it looks like there's another subdivision. These work sites are just horrendous. Y'all, I'm gonna try to see here real quick. You know, it's not really sealed up. Not really sealed up. Don't like it. Also, the street over here, there is a giant, and I'm talking about giant puddle. So, oh my gosh, I know nothing about that type of stuff. Gotta remember to say that. But here's a model right here. But you can't have that though, because that's sold. Probably sold. Probably not. Here's another one right here. Available. All kinds of stuff here to do still. This place is an absolute mess. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. And I'm gonna tell y'all, every single sales office we have driven by, and you guys have seen some of them, has had absolutely 0 people touring them, and this is the weekend, so there should be people touring if the demand was high. You got this side low street here, several lots, obviously several lots in that whole street right there. So you guys could probably tell by now we're losing light. We're really trying to capture a lot, again, just because we don't have the drone. We got one more subdivision we're gonna try to take you guys to, and then we're gonna wrap this one up. Okay, we're not gonna quite go to that last subdivision yet. Just wanna make a point, this brand new subdivision here, and there is someone already trying to sell their house. So let me ask you guys something. How on earth can these guys compete with the builders when they're offering price cuts and insane buying incentives or even rate buy downs? And the answer is they cannot compete unless they drop their prices far under what the builders are offering. So that's not good for resale value. So we decided to make the last stop Highland Ridge because we're losing a lot of light, and this one is literally, I don't know, 300 yards from where we were just at. Now, the homes in Highland Ridge are a lot more luxurious. I'm gonna show you guys. So, well, it doesn't look like that from all of the mud everywhere, but you know, really nice house right there. You got building over there as well, there as well. This street goes all the way back. A lot of spec homes. Now I want to walk up here real quick. So we got a lot right here, and it looks like this is part of the subdivision. I just want to give you guys an idea of what's back here. Man, my boots are getting so muddy right now. My truck is just trashed, and also got a crack in my windshield because of the cold. Remember the first part of this trip, it was freezing and I got a giant crack, which is a bummer. I could still hear them shooting nails, so they are working on a Saturday in the evening. Big props to them. Let's see. So I'm about to turn and show you where there's a lot of speculation, a lot of spec houses. My God, man, this is bad. Look at this. It's deep. See how deep this is? For the shot, like the video, seriously guys, for the mess, for the shot. But take a look. So all this is, you know, that looks like it's sold, but a few spec homes there. Here's the retention pond. Looks like you got spec home. That one looks to be sold. And then a couple other spec homes. These look like spec homes right here. Not 100% sure, but I'll tell you guys, I mean, where we're at right now is literally in the middle of nowhere. And these are much bigger houses. So they have a wide range of style of houses and wide range as far as price point. But one thing in this area anyways that they share in common is this is away from everything, and not in a good way, in a bad way. So what we're gonna do now is I'll do a conclusion. So the original conclusion, I lost it. Okay, it didn't work. We actually did our conclusion at a restaurant because we were so exhausted. You guys probably saw the pain in our eyes. And one more time, you guys, for all of that pain, for all the effort driving around the nation to give you guys the eyes from the sky and the boots on the ground perspective, like the video, share with us your thoughts on everything that happened. But in conclusion, I'm going to tell you guys right now, Alabama, especially Huntsville, is in dire straits. We found so many spec homes, it's unbelievable. But the really crazy thing is not only do we find all of those spec homes, look at all of the lack of infrastructure, and look at the infrastructure that's there. It's falling apart. So instead of the area fixing the problems that they have, they're ignoring the problems and building new things everywhere. The thing is, guys, is that song is going to stop playing. So if I'm in the area of Alabama, or I want to invest in Alabama, or I just want to invest in a house, I'm definitely looking at that areas. And don't forget this one thing. Birmingham, Alabama, the median sales price, according to Redfin, is now under what it was January of 2020. So a lot of things are happening in the housing market. If you do decide to buy, whether it's new or existing, make sure, most important thing of all, that you do a market analysis and you understand how to read it. Buying real estate is simple math, not emotion. Now, other than that, guys, I really hope you found value in this boots on the ground video. And if you're out there investing in real estate, you know we wish you luck and we hope you win.